So unfortunately, my microphone clip broke. So the little thing that like you can attach onto yourself broke the other day. So that sucks, but I'm going to try not to hold it too close to my mouth so that you won't hear me like breathing and like it won't be like loud like that or whatever. So, all right, it has been a couple of days since I posted a video. It's actually been like 3 days since I posted a video. I posted a short on Friday and I haven't posted a video since then. You know, I had a very, very busy weekend. It was a great, fun, family filled, beautiful weekend, but I haven't been at home. I haven't been in my space. I haven't had the opportunity to sit and record a video. And so it's been a couple of days since I posted, but today is Monday. I'm feeling good. We had a really good doctor's appointment, and so I'm feeling happy about being back on track, feeling happy about having a little bit of time to be able to do this. I have been thinking about a whole lot of things. Here I go talking with my hands again. And so I definitely have some things that I want to talk about today. First thing I kind of want to talk about is today we went to our 24-week appointment, and we've actually been having appointments every couple of weeks. Technically, I guess it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be once a month right now in the second trimester. But we've had some things going on, just trying to monitor and follow up on some things. So we've been going every 2 weeks for the past like month or so. And so today was a really good appointment. She said, "You got it, everything looks good. All the things that we were following up and checking up on look great. Everything looks normal. So now we don't have to go for another like 4 weeks, which is good." So the first thing I kind of want to talk about is being 24 weeks and some days and the things that I've been feeling in this first and second trimester and just kind of like my experiences on that, because people ask me all the time and I thought maybe I would just kind of share my thoughts on that. 4 weeks pregnant with a little girl on the way. I'm super excited. I thought it might be a boy just because my whole life I've said I want to be a boy mom, I want to be a boy mom. My partner has all brothers, so I thought that we would be having a boy just because of that. And I honestly just felt like it was going to be a boy, but God gives you what you need. We are having a girl, and I'm excited, a little bit nervous, all the things. Like I guess either way I would be a little bit nervous, but specifically a girl because I feel like there's just things that you really need to instill and establish and, try to help her understand what it's like to be a girl in the world. The number one thing I think about is confidence. And so, yeah, that's going to be, I don't want to say it's going to be challenging for me. It's going to be an interesting journey, just raising a girl. I have, as far as symptoms and experiences throughout the first and second trimester of being pregnant, I have not had any morning sickness. Thank God. Like, I don't know how that happened. I guess I just got lucky. The song came to my mind. I'm not lucky, I'm loved. There were a few times, I can probably name on one hand the amount of times that I've actually like gotten sick. Or at the beginning, I was in the first trimester, I was the most tired I have ever been in my entire life, as to be expected. But when I tell you that level of exhaustion and fatigue and tiredness was like no other. So I definitely experienced that. I would come home every day after work and just sleep for the rest of the day. And it was like about 3 weeks of that. And so, yeah, second grade teacher, first trimester of being pregnant, exhaustion level 100. Headaches. At the beginning, I was experiencing these headaches that were like really, really bad. Worst headaches I've ever felt in my life. And sometimes it would just be on one side, right behind the eye. It felt like either side. It was one day it was this side, next day it was this side. Sometimes the headaches would linger for hours. I would go to sleep, wake up the next day with the headache. So that went on for a while, maybe like a couple of months on and off with those headaches. I equated it to being dehydrated, so I started drinking so much water, and the headaches kind of just faded away. And other than that, other than the normal like eating, obviously I've been eating a lot, but before I was pregnant, I was eating a whole lot then too. So, I don't know, but I've definitely been wanting to eat so much, and but I never eat like a big meal, a big plate of food at a time. I would just like eat like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 times, little meals throughout the day. Still feeling that now. I couldn't like always eat. Body changes are probably the top three on my list right now of things that I'm experiencing and sometimes struggling with. But I definitely am feeling what it feels like to grow a baby inside of you. And of course, that comes with extra weight and things like that. But it's not even that. It's more so just uh, I'm not able to move like I was before. The number one top thing, I'm sorry to like be all over the place, but that's just, I'm always all over the place. The top thing that is a struggle for me is sleeping. That has to be number one, honestly. Sleeping in the bed, not being able to sleep on your back, tossing and turning all night, every single night. Anytime I try to take a nap, it's just constant. It's not uncomfortable every night, but trying to get comfortable is very challenging in the bed. And so that's probably my number one thing that I've been experiencing. So back to the body changes and which come along with being pregnant. um yeah, it's been a more of a mental thing for me. It's like I can't move as quickly as easily as I did before when it comes to working out and doing my practice. It's just different, obviously, though, right? And so all in all, overall, those are the things that I've been experiencing, and also just the anticipation of what it's going to be like to have a child, have a baby, raise a child, and just kind of not, well, I'm definitely looking forward to it, but in anticipating what that's going to be like. So I don't really feel anxious or like afraid or anything like that. It's more so like I'm constantly like wondering, what's it going to be like, me, Jenna, you know, raising this baby with Kendrick. Like, what is it gonna be like for us to have this little baby girl in our lives? I know it's gonna be wonderful. I see baby videos all the time now, obviously, baby content. But I think another thing that's always on my mind that I'm experiencing is a lot of anticipation of what that's going to be like. I think that I don't want to get overwhelmed. These are just me sharing my thoughts. Please, okay? I know it's not going to be smooth sailing every day, all day, right? I'm not expecting that. But I'm also wondering, like, is it going to be overwhelming? Am I going to be able to deal with it? How is the relationship between Kendrick and I going to be? How are we going to be those first months of her life, sleeping and just adjusting and establishing routines and systems and everything like that? And so, yeah, that's what my journey has been like for the past 24 weeks. Okay, so the second thing I want to talk about is a revelation that I had yesterday. I was in the shower, and I'll be quick on this too, and a thought just came into my mind, and I felt like God was just pouring into my mind in that moment when I was in the shower yesterday. And it was around the topic of content creation and vlogging, right? And I remember how it all started as I was, the thought came to my mind and I said it out loud. I am not a content creator. I don't want to be a content creator, right? And then that's when all the thoughts started just being poured into my mind, right? And I thought about three things. And I'm just going to kind of brush over the things because I want to reflect and kind of just sit with these ideas for a little bit longer until I can get clear on what it all means. But these three ideas came to my head. I said to myself, I don't want to be a content creator. Number one, be intentional about your growth. Number two, have the courage to be authentically you and the boldness to show up authentically every day in every situation and everything that you do. Number three, document and share the journey. And so I'm going to kind of just like leave that there. But I recorded a whole 15-minute voice memo after I got out of the shower about these thoughts. I recorded a whole 14-minute video in the car around the ideas of vlogging and the hesitation that it's more like resistance that I feel when it comes to that and why. And so I want to talk more about that later on, but those three ideas are kind of at the forefront of my mind when it comes to how I want to show up in the world these days, right? And then the third thing I want to talk about is my week of unprocessed food. I'm starting it this week, starting it tomorrow. I'm actually going to the store today. Today, I didn't start it on this Monday because I hadn't gotten the food yet. Today was really just my first day being back at home since Friday. And so I'm kind of like resetting, starting my week today. And I had a good breakfast after that appointment and some good snacks earlier today. And so I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to get the food today. I'm kind of going to share that with you guys probably tomorrow. Everything that I get. Anyway, so today I'm going to go and get the food for my 1 week of unprocessed food challenge, 7 whole days, and just see, right? So those are the three things I wanted to talk about. And yeah, I think that's it. See you tomorrow.